there, buddy. Hey, Chief. Hey, pal. Hold on here. Dad's gotta have his juice, but you know he can't show it on camera, so... Listen, your mom was just telling me that you're getting boners now. I mean, I didn't even know that you could get those. No, I'm just kidding. I knew you could get those. Now, I know this can be a scary and exciting time in your life. So let's sit down and watch a couple of videos I prepared for you on a little something called sex education. Oh, I hit the back of my throat. Oh, man. Now, before we watch any videos, I just want to give a little bit of a background on what I mean by sex education. Now, there are so many people more qualified to talk about this than this guy. So I can only speak from my personal experience growing up in the US and specifically the suburbs of Chicago. In the US, sex education laws vary completely for each state, from super strict ones to absolutely nothing. In my state, it was required, but the thing about sex ed is it can be completely different from school to school. So your experiences, if you're in the US, would be completely different from mine unless you went to my school. And if you're outside of the US, I don't know where you are. I don't know how the laws work there. So maybe you got it, maybe you didn't. For my state though, even though it's required, we had it taught by our teachers. Part of my sex education was taught by my favorite teacher of all time. He impacted my life in ways that I could never thank him enough for. Part of who I am is credited to him, but he also told me in our sex ed class that it was impossible to pee with an erection, and that's just not true at all. That's just a false piece of information that he gave me that just I thought was real for a couple of years. In 4th grade, for some reason, our principal taught it to us, and one of my friends raised his hand and decided to ask the principal of our school what masturbation was. And this is a class to teach you about that stuff. So you'd think he'd have an answer, but what he said was, maybe ask your parents about that one. He sent a bunch of 10-year-olds home to ask their parents about it, when that's what he was supposed to be doing that day. And that's kind of the crazy thing about sex ed is there's too many people deciding what they think it should be. So there's so many different ways that it's taught, and a lot of them are really, really bad. So let's get into the videos. I want to stress before we do it that a lot of these videos are from a Refinery 29 article about bad sex ed videos. It was just a perfect gold mine when I was looking for them, and all of them were really good. So I'll be linking that in the description below if you want to watch the full videos yourself. Our first video today is called You, Your Body, and Puberty.
In the bowling alley, Tyler rolls one of the heavy balls down the lane. The ball knocks down all the bowling pins. Vanessa bowls next. She rolls her ball down the smooth, polished wood lane. She grins as the ball knocks down a couple of the bottle-shaped pins.
This so far is narrated like a kid who learned how to describe things in a story for the first time. Eddy sipped on the pearl white ceramic cup that he had gotten from a fan. He set it down on the mahogany table. I don't know what the table's made out of. You get the joke. Let's move on.
Hey, can I ask you something? Yes, go.
Sam and Tyler watch the girls.
Man, what are they talking about? No idea. Things, I guess. Jeez, I wish they'd just bowl.
Tyler stares at the girls as they talk.
Hey Tyler, break some eye contact, dude. Come on, that's real creepy. You gotta look away for a second at least. Also, why are they so concerned that the girls are talking instead of bowling?
At home, Tyler enters. He sets down his bag and closes the door.
Yeah, we know. We can see it. You don't have to narrate that part. I think he's just narrating the whole script, even the stage directions. Tyler walks one step. It's like you're interrupting the actual story. Just leave it, dude.
My dad, he's pretty cool. He gives me a hard time sometimes about the usual stuff. Homework, cleaning my room.
Tyler opens the fridge.
I guess it's kind of his job.
Whoever did the subtitles for this is not doing a good job at all. There's a bunch of words left out of the subtitle job. This video is 4 minutes. How hard was it to subtitle 4 minutes?
Michelle and Vanessa are acting sort of weird, but other than that, fine.
Weird how?
They were just whispering all afternoon.
Well, the girls may act a little different these days. They're going through some changes. You guys too. Like the fact that you grew 3 inches in the last month.
Tyler frowns.
What?
So Tyler's dad begins talking to him about how he's grown in height in the last couple of months. And Tyler is still upset that he's the shortest kid in his class. So his dad sits him down to talk about puberty.
Well, I remember 2 important things happening to me when I was about your age. One was the first time I was unable to control my erection. When your penis becomes hard.
Full stop. Dude, what? Hold on. Was that a point of discussion? I thought we were talking about height and being the shortest kid in class.
And even though it would go away by itself before long, I would think that everyone saw it. But they didn't. It was just much more noticeable to me than to anyone else.
Here's the thing though, Tyler's dad, if I may call you that. Sometimes people do notice. Sometimes people get called up to the chalkboard in the middle of that. You ever know those kids in junior high and high school, they get called up to the front of the class and they're wearing their hoodie pockets down here and walking like this? Everybody notices that. And it's embarrassing and awful. But people notice.
Do I have to put up with this forever? It's embarrassing.
I know, but as you get older, you'll stop getting spontaneous erections. The ones that happen for no good reason.
Tyler's dad? When does that stop? I'm asking for Tyler. When does that go away? I already know when it stops, of course, obviously. But if you could just let everybody know, maybe like a year or a month when it stops, that'd be fucking awesome, dude.
The other thing I remember was when my body first ejaculated. It happened at night while I was asleep.
One thing, first off, I do want to give to this is it's funny because I'm immature. But so far, this video has been pretty informative in telling people what their body's doing. So good on this one. They're not getting anything wrong. It's just a little bit awkward and funny to watch.
Does it happen to everyone?
Some boys have wet dreams frequently during puberty. Others don't. But it happens less and less as you get older.
That one specifically is nice. It's the dad, in a calming voice explaining that everything that's going on is normal. So if you're a kid watching that, it makes you feel good. That one, I would say, gets a B from me on the sex ed grading system. The next one is called Who Am I Now? And I believe it's from the 90s, but I couldn't get an exact year. But I think you'll notice when you see it.
Tambrands, take 3.
Hi, I'm Laura, and I wanted to take a sec to tell you about the video you're going to see. It's really great, and it's not like those boring health films your mother probably had to watch in school.
Alright, put my expectations high up. It's gonna be a cool video that my fucking dumb parents didn't watch. Both of them watch my videos now. Hi, Mom and Dad. Separately, though. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. You're not watching the video together.
I mean, growing up is already tough enough. You've got a lot of changes going on in your life, and especially with your body. And what helps make it even easier is getting answers to questions that you have, and to some that maybe you haven't even thought of yet. Tambrands, the people who make Tampax tampons, have put this video together to help answer your questions. So, after this video's over, I'll be back to tell you about a free sample offer and who you can write to at Tambrands with any other questions that you or your mom or even your friends might have.
Here's what's really confusing is instead of like actual experts in the field making this video, it's a Tampax ad. So it's like a branded educational video. It's like being in driver's ed and having a Toyota sponsored video that happens to add in like, by the way, you'd be safer on the road in a Toyota Camry.
Don't know how it will start. I don't know where it begins. A beautiful mystery now. Learning to grow and learning to know.
What is this song? What the fuck is this song? It doesn't even sound like a real recording. It sounds like a guy clicked play on some background music and was just like, learning to grow, learning to know.
My face in the glass, I call my own name, but the answer's the same. Who am I now?
Did he spray hair grower on himself? Dude, I'll tell you right now, you don't want a bunch of chest hair. Listen to me right now. It's not fun.
Who am I now? Show me, who am I now?
Did he bring a guitar into the bathroom? This kid is my favorite. He's awesome.
Show me, who am I now? Who am I now?
When you get to be a certain age, maybe you're 9, 11, 14, or even older, your body starts changing and growing.
If you're 9, 13, 14, 15, 40, 78, your body starts changing.
The bodies of all living things experience growth and development. On the outside where you can see it, and also on the inside. Some very big changes are taking place in your bodies right now.
Like you, Ryan. They're adding a Denny's and a new Denny's parking lot inside there. So get ready for that. So then they go to a classroom and they learn about sex ed in a good and informative way, but we know that's not why we're here. We all know the basics. Pee is stored in the balls. If you don't have balls, then pee evaporates into the air. Girls have 50 more bones than men. We all know these simple sex ed things. So I decided to just, skip that info because we already know it. I somehow missed this when I was filming, but they get visited by the future versions of themselves, and the casting is insanely good. I'm not fully convinced that they didn't invent a time machine for this fucking thing.
If you're an older me, why don't I have any hair on my chest? Is there something the matter with me or what?
No, there's nothing the matter with you. Nothing at all. It's just that some guys have more hair than other guys. It doesn't mean that you're not the greatest in every way.
Also, the future version of the girl comes to tell her how to deal with periods and gives a full ad for Tampax products. I know this was pretty normal at the time and they'd hand out free samples to the kids, but it feels so weird to have an advertisement be the thing that's teaching you how your body is changing. So one of our main characters is watching TV and this news update comes up.
Good afternoon. This is Sharon Miller with your news update. There was a lot of excitement today at Suffolk Junior High. Tina Miller denied reports that she likes Mike DeGrassi.
Okay, Tina Miller. Can I give you some advice really quick? Mike isn't shit. Good for denying the reports, but also don't go for him. This guy, look at him, he's a heartbreaker. This guy is a womanizer and I can see it in his eyes.
Mike himself had no comment about the matter and is reported to be worried about an outbreak of pimples, which he first noticed this afternoon after football practice.
Imagine finishing a day of junior high, which is already an accomplishment because junior high is fucking terrifying every single day. And a news update comes on screen to tell your peers that you are worried about an outbreak of pimples. Imagine that terrifying world where you're insecure about something and then they're just like, Eddy Burback grew 3 chin hairs and didn't notice until they were weirdly long. So we're gonna tell all of you tonight. So after the news update, they switched to a game show on TV.
If a person feels restless and uncertain about themselves, something is wrong with them. True or false?
The answer's false. Because adolescents who are becoming adults are pulled in several different directions at once. Grown-up feelings and sensations may be in conflict with childhood, causing you to feel uneasy or restless. This is completely normal. Communicating with friends and family may clarify these feelings, and may be a useful way to relieve tension.
That was a really nice and mature answer about being a teenager. This so far is kind of getting an A, weirdly, from me. It's weird, and it's got an odd song and news updates and game shows, but it seems like they cared about making kids feel like they were normal.
You know, getting used to the idea of puberty, and especially having your period, is even easier when you choose the most comfortable feminine protection possible. And for me, that's Tampax tampons. I've been using them since my first period, and I think they're the greatest.
Presenting Plastic Applicator Tampax tampons. Comfortable, easy, plastic.
I want my plastic.
Tampax tampons expand to fit your natural shape.
I want my plastic.
Okay, we're back down to a C. You can't do that. You can't do product placement in the middle of a sex ed video. I guess it's not product placement because they made it, but still, it's like it was totally normal about making kids feel good about the changes happening in their life, and then it was like product advertisement right away. All right, well, what follows after that bullshit?
Got on your way now, I can see. Don't be afraid of the beautiful mystery. Everything's part of one big plan. Should unfold from
And this video is so awkward and weirdly shot on like a green screen where they just awkwardly were like, all right, hold hands and spin in a circle, look directly into an adult's eyes and smile and sing Who Am I Now?
If you'd like a free sample of Tampax tampons or have any other questions, write to this address.
Dr. Iris Prager.
Hello, Tampax. I was just wondering when Tyler's dad would tell me when spontaneous erections ended. I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for a friend. I looked up the doctor from the ending P.O. Box thing, and she's actually an expert in puberty. So that's why the information was so good in this video, but I doubt she had a hand in making it as weird as it was or as branded as it was. And I didn't want to disrespect that because she's an actual doctor in that field. So that was Who Am I Now? And those videos, you know, were a little bit awkward, but were pretty good in informing people. I didn't like the Tampax ad at the end, but it was alright. But what about when a video isn't that good at teaching sex ed? What happens then, huh? What do we do then?
Who am I now? Show me, who am I now?
My name is Jessie J, and I ain't no joke. I crush the sucker MCs in a death rap yoke. My rhymes, they rock like a big earthquake. My rap so strong, yo, Mike Tyson, he begged for a break. Oh, God, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God, that was really bad. That was all I had to say about that. Let's just keep watching.
Okay, Jessie J, chill. You look dope, man. Okay, everything's going to be funky fresh.
Don't disrespect my man DJ Jazzy Jeff by calling yourself Jazzy J. There's already a Jazzy J.
Yo, no. Alright. Yo, Donna, how you doing? You're looking really gorgeous tonight. Seriously fresh.
Who wrote this? And what does it have to do with sex ed? This is like the beginning of like hip-hop slang being in the mainstream, so everyone thought everything was funky fresh. Baby, what's up? It would be fresh as hell if you would hip-hop on over to the party with me. Oh fuck.
I ain't messing with nobody else right now, but before we got together, I had lots of girlies, and you had a couple of boyfriends, so maybe we should, you know, just to be safe. I mean, we don't want no baby, and we definitely don't want to get AIDS. Come on, Donna, don't look at me like that.
So, all of the talking in the mirror was aimed at not only picking up the girl, but being sure that she didn't want to use a condom, and convincing her that she might get AIDS if you don't. Buddy, cross that bridge when you get to it. You're not there yet. I mean, sure, definitely use one, and that could be a worry. But like, it's not yet. You're talking in the mirror and talking about how funky fresh she is.
All I'm saying is if we're gonna do something, then we should use a condom. I mean, I should use a condom. If you don't want to do anything, I understand. I hope you're not too mad. Say what, baby? Yeah, I know. I can't live without you either.
What kind of conversation would go from hitting on her to pleading that you used a condom so she won't get AIDS to her saying, I can't live without you instantly? I get he's rehearsing in the mirror and trying to convince himself, but this dude is fucking delusional. I'm on his brother's side. Let's laugh at him.
Yeah, boy, that's it. Okay. God, what are you doing?
And on that twist, unfortunately, that's all I could find of the source material to this video. But it seems incredible, and I really wish I had more of it. I'm sure they went further into safe sex education in that video, but who knows? For now, that's all we could see. And here's another one taught by the best possible person to teach you about sex ed.
Hello, I'm Angela, and over the next few sessions, we're going to be together, talking about you growing up.
Listen, these dolls are terrifying. I know it said sex education for girls, but I'm assuming that girls are also terrified by those dolls. And you know, there's nobody better to teach you about your body and its changes than some old Irish Catholic lady.
Lovemaking just means making each other feel loved. But between a man and a woman, it's a bit different. Because when they hold each other really close and give a long kiss and a warm hug, they tell each other that they're beautiful and everything like that. And they also have a bit of a laugh because they are the best of friends.
Are we gonna get to actual details? I need to hear about some P to V, you know what I'm saying? Or some P to P, or some V to V, whatever. You don't hug each other for a long time and say, "You're my best friend," and then a baby gets born.
In a very short time, because they're so close, and the sperm coming down his penis becoming erect. The woman feels like it did when you had a wet dream. While the sperm is coming out, the man's penis gives her the sperm. So the woman's body is getting ready. Then she has the sperm to receive the sperm. And the penis slips out, and that's all. Some people call it having sex.
Okay, we got the details. I asked too much. Too fast. Problem is, there's no info about safe sex or casual sex. But the thing is, statistics show that if you don't teach safe and casual sex, more people get pregnant, more STDs get passed. So if you don't teach it, people get hurt and people are unprepared for certain parts of their life. So do that. So this so far has like I'd say a C-, because it was the most detailed in certain aspects, but then also not in others.
Because you know, when you hear about it first, it sounds very strange. But God has made it really lovely, an exciting and pleasant feeling.
Sorry, I was ready to say it was actually like a really nice and sweet thing that she said at the end, that it's lovely and normal, but then they cut to the credits. All right, guys, well, I think we've seen enough, and I think we're both pretty much experts at this. That's all you needed to know. I can't imagine there's anything else to learn, so bye. Thank you to Malinov, Ashley, Justin, Elizabeth, Madison, Sammy, Derek, Duncan, Business Vulture, Laura, Kelly, Colleen, Bernard, Rosalie, Sophia, Olivia, Anthony, Damien, Gabrielle, The Hanging Judge, Dom, Kenzie, Mallory, Jeremy, Amiko, Jackie, Caleb, Kimmy, Lindsay, Aurora, Mace, My Left Nut, James, Zachary, Diana, Caternator, Cybercase, Brandon, Alex, Lisa, Megan, Zoe, Reese, Amanda, Nichiban, Shelby, Haley, Kara, Kat, Ace Man, Chelsea, Josie, Michael, Walla, Bell, Dave and Janet, Marin, Zach, Cody, Leah. Thank you guys so much. Holy shit.